back to this channel. If you are new to this channel, you would love to click the subscribe button. Do you know why? Because on this channel, we give you nothing but the premium times Naija news. Now, Nigerians, what do you think would happen in October about the case of Nnamdi Kanu? He has spoken recently about his health condition. Watch this video to the very end to know what is currently happening about the health condition of Nnamdi Kanu. And you would love to subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop your comments, and don't forget to share it.
Welcome back to the channel. My people, something shocking has just happened. For months, silence has covered the truth. Rumors spread like wildfire. Lies were whispered by those who wanted to confuse the people. But now, the silence is broken. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finally spoken about his health. Yes, you hear me right. Through his family and legal team, after meeting with him on the 17th of September 2025, a powerful message has been sent to the world, not through rumors, not through propaganda, but directly from the horse's mouth. But there is more. This message comes at a very strategic time, just weeks before his next court trial in October 2025. And my people, this trial may change everything.
Okay, good afternoon, lovers of freedom. Today is the 17th day of September 2025. We just came out from a visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in solitary confinement at the DSS. We had a meeting with him a short while ago, and this is the message he has sent, or he has asked us to send out to the world concerning the status of his health. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talking. The SSS, through their doctor, who was brought to replace another more competent doctor that actually discovered that he has a very dangerously low potassium in his bloodstream that can trigger heart failure at any time. This doctor, who is of DSS, is fully aware of the seriousness of the potassium depletion in his blood system. And yet, the DSS took samples of his blood system, his blood samples in South Africa for analysis. The South Africa authority, after analyzing the blood sample, queried why the depletion of potassium in his body. The lab people in South Africa could not give any reason for the depletion of potassium in his system. The DSS facility here has also not been able to show or give reason why the depletion in potassium is consistent and persistent in his blood system. And the question Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking is, if there is nothing wrong with him, then what is the reason for the taking of blood samples from him for almost over 50 times? Why the consistent drawing of his blood in the name of going for analysis for more than 50 times? Why is it that his potassium continues to deplete despite all the medication that the DSS have been giving to him? To Nnamdi Kanu, he strongly believes that the medicines given to him by the State Security Service medical department is of no effect whatsoever. He also wants the world to know that he may have been poisoned in Kenya to the knowledge of the Nigerian authorities, but yet the Nigerian authorities choose not to give him the adequate medical treatment that he needs for his survival to face his trial. Nnamdi Kanu wants us to know that since he was born, he has never suffered diabetes before, nor has he suffered anything post-trem before. But due to the depletion of the potassium in his body, so many things have started going wrong with his internal organs. His pancreas, his prostate, and so many other things. His heart, so many other things. The kidney function is not functioning at optimal level. It's Nnamdi Kanu's belief that the Nigerian judiciary is seriously being intimidated by the authorities. And that is why it appears that the judiciary is not helpful to him when it comes to issues of his health. Professor Araji, Professor Emeritus, a medical doctor, who is currently leading his medical team, had deposed to affidavit stating what he found that is wrong with Nnamdi Kanu and recommending that Nnamdi Kanu be taken before the National Hospital, which is a federal government-owned hospital, for proper medical attention. But unfortunately, the federal government of Nigeria, through the State Security Service, have refused to see reasons why he should be taken to the National Hospital that is here in Abuja. It is interesting to know that at each point in time that Nnamdi Kanu's medical checks was being conducted, the DSS will normally send 2 or more of their own in-house doctors to witness all examination. And they are fully aware of his medical condition. They are fully aware that since they kept giving him those medications they used to give him to improve his potassium, that it has not worked. His potassium continues to deplete, and this can lead.
Now you have heard it with your own ears, the voice of truth, the voice of courage. But what does it really mean? Why did he speak now? And how does this connect to the trial in October? Stay with me till the very end of this video, because I am going to break down this message in 10 powerful segments. Each one will open your eyes. Each one will show you why this October trial is more than just a legal case. It is a battle between truth and lies, between freedom and oppression. Don't forget, hit the like button, drop your comment, share this video widely, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Let's push this message until world cannot ignore it. Now, let's break it down. Kanu's silence is broken. For so long, the people have asked what is really happening to our leaders. Is he alive? Is he strong? Is he sick? The government kept him hiding. The DSS made sure no words escaped from his mouth. But finally, through his trusted family and legal team, the truth has broken free. His silence was not weakness. His silence was a shade. And now that he has chosen to speak, the message carries weight. It tells us that despite the chains, despite the earth struggles, despite the isolation, Nnamdi Kanu's voice cannot be silenced forever. And my people, when a man who has been silent finally speaks, the world must listen carefully. Earth as a political weapon. Why did it take so long for this message to reach us? Because the government knows that earth is a powerful weapon. They think that if they weaken his body, they can weaken his spirit. They believe that if the people hear nothing, they will slowly forget. But today's message proves them wrong. Even in a cage, even in pain, even under medical neglect, Kanu's spirit is unbroken. This is important because in October, the government may try to use his health as an excuse. They may say he is too weak to stand, or they may twist the narrative. But now we know the truth from his own mouth. He is weak in body, yes, but strong in will. And that is what terrifies them most. Timing before October, ask yourself, why now? Why September 17? Why just week before the October trial? This is not by accident. This is strategy. Kanu wants the world to know exactly what he's facing before he steps into that courtroom. He does not want history to say, we didn't know, we didn't hear, nobody told us. This message is his way of drawing a line in the sand. He is saying, when October comes, let no one claim ignorance. This timing is not just coincidence, it is preparation. Global attention strategy. My people, this message is not only for Nigeria, it is not only for the Southeast, it is for the entire world. Why? Because Kanu understands something very important. In Nigeria's court, justice is weak. But when the world is watching, the game changes. That is why his legal team has always pushed for international attention through the UN, the US, the UK, the EU, and the human rights bodies. By speaking now, he has lighted a torch. He wants every diplomat, every activist, every journalist to pay attention. He wants the global community to ask Nigeria, why is this man still in detention against international law? This is bigger than Nigeria. It is a message to the world. Don't say you didn't know. The trial of October 2025, let us be very clear. The October trial is not a small matter. It is the biggest test of Nigeria's justice system in decades. On one side, we have a man who was abducted in Kenya in 2021, brought back illegally and held in solitary confinement for years. On the other side, we have a government desperate to silence him at any cost. What will happen in October? Will the court finally stand for justice, or will they bend to political pressure? Kanu's message makes this trial even more urgent. It is no longer just about legal argument. It is about life, health, and survival. The charges are dead. Let us not forget, the charges against Kanu are dead. They are outdated. They are weak. They have been challenged in every court. Even IPOB has said it clearly. The case is built on lies. They accuse him of things that have no evidence. They recycle old allegations that have no weight. So why keep dragging him from court to court? Because they fear him. Because the truth he speaks cannot be countered with facts, only with chains. Kanu's message reminds us, you can jail a man, but you cannot jail the truth. The spirit of Biafra, even in detention, even under earth struggles, Kanu's message shows something powerful. The spirit of Biafra is alive. Remember, Biafra is not just a map. It is not just a political project. It is a spirit of freedom, and that spirit cannot be shamed no matter what they do Kanu. In fact, every time they try to silence him, his message becomes louder. His suffering becomes the fuel for the people's determination. That is why his words carry so much power today, because they prove that the dream is still alive. What the government fears most, make no mistake, Abuja fears something more than Kanu's head. They fear his voice. Why? Because when he speaks, millions listen. When he sends a message, it shakes the entire political system. That is why they try to keep him silent for months. That is why they limited visits. That is why they deny him access to the media. But now the voice has broken through again, and the fact that you are listening right now is proof that their plan has failed. The people's responsibility. My people, let us be honest. This is not just about Kanu. This is about us. His message is a call to action. Not with guns, not with violence, but with our voice, with our unity, with our demand for justice. If the people remain silent, then the government wins. But if the people rise, if they speak, if they share, if they protest peacefully, if they demand accountability, then history will remember. October is not only Kanu's trial, it is our trial. The world will ask, did his people stand with him or did they abandon him? Countdown to October. We are now in the countdown. Every day brings us closer. And this message is Kanu's way of telling us, be ready. The government thinks time is on their side. But the truth is, time is against them. The closer October comes, the louder the calls for justice will become. This trial will decide more than one man's fate. It will decide whether Nigeria has a future built on justice or a future built on oppression. My people, the countdown has begun, and when the day comes, the world will be watching. So you have heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken his health condition, his courage, his global message. It all points to one thing: October 2025 will be history. This is not the time to be silent. This is the time to act. Share this video widely. Drop your comment below. Subscribe for more updates. Because when October comes, the truth will either rise or be buried. The choice is yours. Hashtag justice for Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now.